Daily sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the LA Chargers. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys, well, they're really running out of time to get that first win, hoping to make it happen here. Across from him, Charger head coach Jim Harbaugh. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look here now at their... fourth-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
First carry for Elijah Mitchell. And the defense closes quickly there, and will get maybe a yard to the 33. The numbers last week for Mitchell. 11 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
And they just did not get the snap away in time.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And O'Connell now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd-down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd-down throws.
This is brought in at the 21. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
Well, the silver lining from last week, he played phenomenally. Kept the ball clean and led them to the end zone several times. You know these NFL quarterbacks, though, they trade away all those touchdowns if it meant getting the win. That's his focus this week.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And a hard-earned yard there as he ran through one would-be tackler. It's 2nd down. And there on your screen, Charles, the key inactives guys out this week.
And there's never anything good about any injury, but there's a silver lining to them. Is that it creates opportunity for someone else on the depth chart. Will they take advantage of it with good play, or have they not prepared well, thinking they'll never get on the field, and they'll go out there and hurt their team.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. Here's Murray from midfield. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shot. The 30. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
32-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Open man here is Conklin. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Play fake. Murray. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT.
And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. To throw is Murray. This will go to Henry out wide. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 9.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. In motion, the tight end. Murray now. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
The Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now Murray off play action. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Touchdown! Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was finished off on the touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. And able to get this out to the 25. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Here's O'Connell looking to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The Panthers at 0-14 now on the year. We are late into December and still searching for that first win.
And that's a list every team wants to avoid because it's a small list, but we remember who those teams were. 2017, the Cleveland Browns went 0-16. 2008 was Detroit. And in 1976, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they didn't win a game either, but they only went 0-14.
First down, Carolina.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. O'Connell. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. On the counter, it's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Murray going to throw. That's caught. It's Austin left side. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 15.
Here's Murray. Touchdown, Chargers. Calvin Austin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0. That time a 6-play drive. And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
I know, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you
Now
just
you
called
can go.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 33-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's now second and 10.
They run over center with Mitchell. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside.
Here we go, set.
On third down, here's Mitchell. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's the Panthers defense as they get set to go again. And a tough spot here for the defense, kind of already with their backs against the wall.
Just gave up a touchdown on their last possession. Now starting in tough field position. One thought in mind. At worst, give up a field goal. That's the goal for them right now. No more than 3 points given up. If that happens, they'll feel really good running to the sideline.
I think the defensive coordinator would feel pretty good, too.
Oh, he'd be ecstatic about that. Of course, they'll say, you give up none, but 3 is really the realistic goal.
And we'll see if they can hold them. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Henry running right. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
To throw, it's Murray. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And the Chargers, first down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Elliott good on the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half.
Panthers nothing. Jake Elliott set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense
field.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Ready.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
So that flag will set him back 5 yards. They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Let's go now. Cut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Okay.
3rd and 8.
Come on, set. Ready?
A handoff as they run the counter play. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
3 and out. 4th down.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
In punt formation.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. L.A. set to take over again on offense. They have been red hot, sometimes white hot here in this first half. They're just looking to add to that total right now.
And this has to serve as a reminder to myself because so many times I get wrapped up in the play calling, how they've sequenced things, how it's run. But, you know, at the end of the day,
touchdown, L.A. Calvin Austin with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the round is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Well, this offense and Elijah Mitchell coming back onto the field now. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try to get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so, because the run has been very effective for them. Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9.
Here we go. 32. Drill green.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag, that'll push him back 5.
Still second down.
Ready. Ready. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. And not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
When you're dead last in the NFL in third down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about picking up that one? That was big for them.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Down. Yellow, 22. Set.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line.
That's ready.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So halftime. All right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here's Murray. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Throwing now is Murray. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screenplay is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Murray now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run it again with Henry. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Up the middle they go. Winters. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On 3rd down, Henry. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
43-yard line.
Ready, set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
60 red. 60 red. Ready.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
And that's going to be good for the Chargers' 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Completes this to Addison out left. And he goes out right around the 39.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. Henry up the middle. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Let's go.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 58 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And He's able to break through one tackle, but it slowed him down enough that he could only manage getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up second.
Here's 2nd and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
Here we go, set. Black, ready.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
Here we go, here we go. Yellow, 22. Set.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Panther first down.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46.
Switch, yellow, 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 go. Hut, hut.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Panthers.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
45, white, ready.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Red, 38. Check.
Now it's the backup Mariota, escaping the pressure right. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Play fake. Mariota. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Ready, ready. 52 blue. 10 cycle. Set, go.
Off the play fake, Mariota. Flush to his right. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Okay, right.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Come on, set. 10 black. Set.
Here's a give up the middle. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
60 red. 60 red. Cut.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, As many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
L.A. readies for its next possession. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I really enjoy. We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city. But in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number 1 for what we've seen this season.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Shotgun now from Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Calvin Austin, 75 yards. And the Chargers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. To be frank, you really have to feel for them. This is appearing to not be their week yet again. So another loss in the cards as they trail big in quarter number 4. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the 32-yard line.
Set, hut. 560. Green Jack. Set.
Here's Mariota. He'll get the tight end Bowers involved there. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And the Panther first down.
Come on, set. Set, hut.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Let's go. 50, green. Hut.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. Give him 9 on the carry, but it's not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. No reason not to try it there. They do indeed convert on fourth.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. And even 100 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Carolina.
Ready?
Right back to him on first down. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Brings up second and a yard.
Ready.
They'll try to throw now. Mariota. Then he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Now whistles and a timeout call here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Red, yellow. 10 blue striker.
One last shot now for Mariota. Being chased out left. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So this one's over. It's